to yell every single time. You do know that, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see here. Just go ahead and open up all the stuff I can. And have you over here, and you over here, and you over here.
Time to go,
Hold up, kid. Hold up. Uh-huh. Where are you? Oh, you're right behind me.
Don't know what I was thinking. Never spliced up once the whole time I was down here in this aquarium.
Yeah, she's not...
Thinking it was
Hey!
mixed business and pleasure, but... Forget all the nose candy and floor polish I've been wasting time with. This stuff is the mother's milk.
You must protect the little ones. They are not longer in sync with others. They are as vulnerable as any child. If a little one falls, you can call for another at the vent. But to lose even one is a sin.
Wait. So I can just keep sending kids to their death? Wow. You know... So, is there any real consequence for losing a little sister? Like, seriously. Does this mean we can just summon an endless horde of children to their death? Man, I hate this so much, by the way. I just kind of want to throw that out there. Also, that was hardly fair with the guy in the turret, because... like, seriously. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and buy you out. And we'll buy you out. Kid? Hey, kid! Where'd you go? Right, escort missions. Don't you just love it when the AI strays?
Draw the attention of the splicers.
Right, you know what? I think we need bees. Lots of bees! See, the best thing about bees is that they will hunt down targets. The best thing about them was never necessarily the damage they do. It was the fact that bees, unlike Incinerate and Winter Blast or any of those other plasmids, they will hunt things down and kill them. It also makes me question why the hell I wasn't using that in the first place. Let's see. Got that, got that, got that, got that! Alright, if this is where I think it is, it's time to bring out some electric Joe. because we are going to cheese this guy so hard. Oh! It's you! Yeah! You sure showed me! You sure showed me what it's like to be a big daddy.
To be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness.
Crawling darkness, and I think you're forgetting something. You know, does being with me seem better than being alive, by the way? I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I kind of killed quite a few to get to where I am. Hey, kiddo, you mind giving me that syringe? Is there supposed to be fire up here? That's weird.
That might be plenty for the scrubs and a few solutions, but I need more. Oh, I want a slice. The splice with.
You're sounding
Fontaine
multiplex.
is nearby. You are reaching close now.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Right, we are incredibly close to the end here.
There. You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him. Fontaine waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
That is right, because Fontaine is kind of a fight. Now, I'm trying to think. Let's see. What was the pattern he did? Oh, we could have gotten more health into Eve. God damn it. Oh, well. We'll be fine. Now then, Fontaine, you led us on one hell of a ruse cruise all the way from wherever it was we came from. But now, it's time to end this once and for all. You might have killed all the... You might have harvested all the Adam you could, but I killed a bunch of people to get where I am. Oh, your hands aren't the only ones covered in blood. So believe me, this is gonna get messy.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than two. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Saving once again. And there we have Atlas. Or Fontaine. So, he's pretty much a pushover, though. Yeah, I'm sure you're a real tough guy. Heck!
Good money for you.
Yeah,
This is what I get.
I suppose it is.
You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I recharge.
What, you're still using... Okay, fine.
Catch my breath.
Yeah, he's not exactly the toughest until this point. You might think you can take me on with lightning and stuff, but let's be honest. I have the power of fire and cheese. Wow, you can even get stunned by fire. Looks like all that, Adam. Certainly wasn't helping you.
You think you got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started.
That animation for the needle is hilarious.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
So, the mighty Fontaine. Killed by a bunch of little girls. Yep, that's a legacy. But at least everything ended happily ever after.
They offered you everything, yes. And in return, you gave them what I have come to expect of you. Brutality.
Yeah. Please, camera screen. Oh.
You took what you wanted. All the Adam, all the power.
Wonder if that's the submarine.
And
Fontaine was
Rapture
talking about.
trembled. But in the end, even Rapture was not enough for you.
Yeah, probably
Your
wasn't.
father was terrified the world would try to steal the secrets of his city. But not you, for now you have stolen the terrible secrets of the world.
Wow, we stole a nuclear submarine and took over the world? Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'd say that's a good ending. Well, the other ending, if we chose to be good, then the girls grow up, go to college, and they all visit you on your deathbed as you slowly drift into a peaceful slumber for the rest of your end. And given the two, I'd prefer being a badass and taking over the world. Anyway, that was Bioshock, a beloved classic from 2008. I'll go with 2008. So, does the game still hold up? Well, to be fair, even now the game still kind of shows a few flaws that I might have overlooked at some point, such as the pipe dream minigame and the constant stacking up with research. On the other hand, I do kind of like the idea of your choices kind of having at least some kind of influence over over what powers you can possibly get, with the good type getting a power you don't really have access to if you play the evil route like I did. That power being the hypnotized Big Daddy. Unfortunately, I do feel like this game didn't really stress enough on that whole good versus evil, and, you know, the only real difference I feel like was the Big Daddy Plasmid and, you know, the endings. Technically there's 3 endings, but 2 of them are just the bad ending with different tones of voice. Soundtrack still hits me every single time I play. they did a very good job with that. The whole, with all the violins and the orchestral. Oh my god. And the intro to this game is about as iconic as you can get. Nothing can beat that intro. Oh man. Something else I kind of find kind of interesting was, for a remastered version, it's kind of hard to tell outside of, you know, a few background things what all got changed in it, along with the addition of director's commentary, but I didn't really care for looking at any of that, so I guess one of the best things was, you know, you didn't have to install the patch for the game. It already had all of that stuff here. But yeah, when I first played this game, oh god, I played it so much. Oh my god, like... And I went through the game about 7 times before changing my playstyle, where... Yeah, I didn't even hesitate to grab power like the first several times. Jesus. So that was Bioshock. Damn. It was still a blast to play, actually. And it's just really nice seeing a game that, this day and age, I guess you could call this more of a modern game, and yet there's something about it that still feels classic somehow. Don't know what it is. It could just be the whole I intentionally dated tone with the setting. But man, I love this game. Also, this means I now have to think of another game to go into. Oh man, and I guess next I'll actually do a game that I haven't played. It did get mixed reviews, but I got it for what I think is a pretty decent price, about $20. Next time, rather than diving into the world of genetics, hopefully we'll be diving into the world of mechanics with a game called Technomancer. What's it about? I don't know. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. What's the gameplay like? I don't know. So, I'm gonna go ahead and play through that. And yeah. I guess this is the end of another era, and I am so glad that I was able to get my new microphone in for this game, because such good sound quality, such a high quality game, I feel deserves the best. Like, I'll probably go on about how there's a lot of games that are really great classics, but if I had to build my own top 3 games of all time, Bioshock would probably be number 3 in that list. In the top 3 games that I absolutely enjoyed. Now, as far as technicalities go, it does kind of have its issues. You know, but as far as just outright fun goes, whew! Beating people over a wrench, shooting people with shotguns and crossbows. It was just wonderful to revisit this after so long that it came out. And I'm actually gonna be a little heartbroken to have to move on from it, but c'est la vie. So if you like seeing me play as a mad villain going on one hell of a power trip, visiting sunken cities, which honestly, I'd actually have probably considered living in Rapture at one point in my life, if it were a real city. as it is in this game. Because, you know, I mean, if I'm gonna have Adam, I might as well go on Power Trip. And, just generally have a good time, I guess, then feel free to like, share, subscribe. And I'll see everybody else in the next game, not episode. And this is Circuitcultist, signing off. Hope you all enjoyed.